Hey guys, it's Tom from Velocity. Behind me is the newest addition to our vehicle fleet. That's right, it's the Chevrolet C10. We've been asked for ages when we're going to do a C10. This is the first one. They're the newest addition to our Chevrolet lineup. We've got more coming. I'm so excited to share this truck with you. I'm going to take a walk around it. All right, so let's talk about why we're adding the C10 to our lineup. Of course, the K5 we've already been doing for a little while, built a number of those vehicles, they're super popular, but we didn't have a Chevrolet pickup. And of course, there's a number of different Chevy pickups, C10, K10, fitting perfectly into our lineup of late 60s, early 70s vehicles. This is a 71. There's a few things that are on it that are earlier iterations. You'll see the grille slightly different. It's not from a 71. In classic Velocity fashion, what we've done is we've basically taken some of our favorite things across the different versions and put them all together to make a smoking truck. And that it definitely is. So first question, why are we doing a C10? Well, we've already got the Chevrolet K5. And of course, typically people are either Ford people or Chevy people. And our Chevy lineup was a little bit behind our Ford lineup, so we wanted to add some more vehicles. First of which, of course, is the C10. It's a pickup, so the K5's not, it's more of an SUV. C10's a pickup. Low riding, very similar to the F100, and in lots of ways, actually, there's a lot of things that this vehicle shares with F100s, but of course, it's the Chevy version. So let's quickly talk about why the vehicle looks like this. It's the very first C10 we've built, and as with every new launch product, Stuart, the owner of the company, he likes to pick and ultimately own the very first one of everything we build. So this is Stuart's truck, built to Stuart's spec. It is a founder's edition. That's what we like to call them at Velocity. And of course, most striking thing is going to be the black and the red. So that's what Stuart went for. Black with chrome accents and a red interior. Just such a nice looking exterior. All right, so let's quickly touch on the exterior details. We talked about the paint. First thing you're going to notice here is all the chrome and billet elements, and I'll start with this really amazing side mirror. If you guys don't know already, we make all of our own billet components in-house. We have engineers, we have CAD designers, and those guys actually make all of the pieces, and we make them here in Pensacola at the HQ. And this side mirror, that's the same. So nobody's seen this yet. It's designed specifically for the C10. It's not the same one as on the K5, obviously. It's brand new. Hopefully these will come onto the market soon so you can buy them. But for now, they're just reserved for the C10. I hope you'll agree. They look insane. Same with the door handle. So you've got the Velocity badge built into the button and just such a nice billet door handle, similar to the K5 door handle style that we went for. Other thing to note here is, of course, that lower trim. So chrome lower trim all the way along the truck, breaks up the black really well. This ends up being like a piece of jewelry. That's how I describe these trucks. They end up being like a piece of jewelry. Just such a nice feature. So chrome lower trim. Final thing to note is the rims. You will not have missed them because they're insane. They're by our friends at Forgeline. They're a three-piece billet rim, amazing, 18 inches. They're finished in like a gunmetal satin gray, and I hope you'll agree, they just set the truck off. Really, really nice contrast from the black. Amazing, amazing product. We love their rims. So coming around the back of the truck, I know we always like to focus on the cool things at the front, but the back looks as good as the front, honestly. There's a little surprise that the guys in production didn't tell anybody about and put in, and that is this tailgate door handle. It's fully billet. Seeing it for the first time here in flesh today is such a nice thing. It's got the rear view camera built into it. It's all those little things that the guys do where we think about, hey, what's the use case going to be? How do we make this look OEM? How do we make it look finished, complete? Honestly, just such a nice little piece of work there. Velocity logo etched in too. So really, really cool. And then of course we've got a rear chrome bumper and that trim follows on the tailgate here. Interior is very different to some of the other products we make. Main thing being that it's a closed cabin, but with no headliner. So these trucks never came with a headliner from factory. What we've done with this truck, and it's not just the headliner actually, it's the whole inside of the cabin, is we've painted it this matte red, and so that matches the rest of the interior. Really, really cool feature, and it follows all the way through. So sitting in this here, it feels really different to how the truck looks outside, and it's such a cool contrast. Like looking at the outside, it's cool, low, sleek, it's awesome. But in here, I feel like I'm in the cockpit and I'm ready to run, especially with this red. So really, really striking interior. We'll move on to then the more typical things that you would see in a Velocity interior, because it does share a lot of other features. First thing is going to be the door cards. Door cards made for our vehicles. They're made in-house. They're custom. The door cards have got this really awesome black wooden trim insert into them. It's the same here as on the glove box. You've got billet window regulators and door handles on the door cards. Again, it's a street series, so it's got all of our billet stuff on it, and electric windows as always. They look old, but they are going to be electric. Talking of billet, check out this steering wheel. This is a leather-wrapped Spark steering wheel, kind of the same as in our F100s and our F250s. You cannot buy these from us, you can't buy them from Spark. They are exclusively for our vehicles. They have the Velocity Flying V in the middle. They look insane. 3-piece steering wheel, leather-wrapped in that red leather just to match everything else. So really, really nice. Wood grain continues into the gauge cluster surround, so we've got that black wood grain again. And of course, courtesy of our friends at Dakota, we have a full old school looking but new school operating digital dashboard. Velocity logos are in there, really, really cool. It's got a little screen so you can see what gear you're in, all sorts of technology down in that digital display cluster. In the middle, always, we've got doubled-in infotainment. All of our street vehicles get those. Street heritage vehicles, all the upgrades, they all get this doubled-in system. So Apple CarPlay in here, Android Auto, you can get your maps on there, you can take phone calls, videos, everything you want to do. Backup camera also is displayed on this system. It's an Alpine system. For AC, Vintage Air. Vintage Air, a great partner of ours. We love their product, and this is the latest iteration of their Vintage Air AC system. So when you're driving, especially in an enclosed cabin like this AC works really, really well. It's like a modern truck. It's going to cool you down. This here is not leather. Again, it's a matte finish. So it's that painted detail in the red that comes all the way around. Wood grain again on the glove box. Leather dashpad in top. We've gone with a black stitch to contrast in this. So black exterior, black stitch with the red leather for the interior. Really, really, really nice. Another completely custom piece, Velocity Flying V in the back of the seats. Really, really nice. Sound system is a Focal Flax sound system. So Focal, amazing company, amazing product. The speaker system in here is insane. It's their highest grade that we do, again, because it's a street series. So Focal Flax, the guys from Focal work with us on the geometry of the inside of this cabin so we can get the perfect sound system for our setup. Sun visors, all in leather, really nice. Red leather follows through, and you've got black stitching again. And then at the bottom of the cabin, we've gone for a real thick red carpet. So no holds barred. This is a black and red truck 100%. Carpet is no exception. They're custom made floor mats. You got the Velocity logo in there too by the guys in our interior shop. Amazing, amazing finish. Really soft, really plush, really nice. Of course, it's an enclosed cabin, so you can afford to have some of these more luxury items in there. So we've done the side, we've done the back, we've done the interior. Let's come back to the front of the truck now. And of course, as always, the nose of the truck, that grille, the face, absolutely amazing. I'm told that this is actually from a 67. Like all Velocity builds, we like to pick and choose certain things, features, to give them a look. And so we've got this full chrome front grille, really, really iconic. LED lights, like in all of our trucks, so full LED headlights, and that chrome lower bumper. So lots of chrome, lots of black, really, really nice looking front end. So we've talked about all of the aesthetic things on this vehicle. We've talked about the paint, we talked about the interior, we talked about all the little features. Let's get into the technical details of this vehicle, what the performance is, what the driveline is, what makes this truck actually handle like a modern truck on the road. Because it doesn't just look pretty, it drives really well too. Of course, what makes this truck drive as good as it looks is the chassis underneath it. And that's from our friends at Roadster Shop. So full RS spec chassis underneath this truck, falling coilovers, very similar to the F100 setup that we have. Absolutely drives like a bat out. This thing is sublime to drive. Handling is insane. Of course, it's rear-wheel drive, ton of fun, really, really awesome. Of course, when you're out there and you're going fast, you need to be able to slow down too, and we've got that thanks to our friends at Bayer. So full disc brakes, of course, on this vehicle. Disc brakes all round, loads of stopping power for when you're having fun. Let's take a look under the hood. Let's look at the engine. Oh yeah. All right, let's talk through this engine bay. First thing, of course, you're going to notice is the engine, and it's a Chevrolet LT1. So same as in the K5, it's a Chevy product. We want to put a Chevy engine in there, and that's the LT1. Produces around 460 horsepower, but it's not just about the power, of course, it's about the reliability, the modernization, the serviceability. This thing is not going to leave you stranded. You're going to be able to use it all day, every day, tons and tons of fun. Behind the engine is a 10L80, so 10-speed automatic transmission. They come as a package, so the full Chevy stuff here. The rest of the engine bay has some really cool other features. It shares a lot of similarities with our K5 engine bay. Of course, you've got Ring Brothers hood hinges, thanks to those guys. Amazing product, really, really like those. And a Holley serpentine system. Such a nice layout. The guys on the line, we've built so many trucks like this now. They just know how to do it right. And I think you'll agree, really, really nice looking engine bay. Finished off, of course, by a satin finish inside. So just really, really awesome. All right, we've taken a really solid look around this C10. I hope you will agree the guys have knocked it out of the park with this one. Black, red interior, looks mean, drives amazingly well. We're so excited to launch these trucks. They're going to be really, really popular. We're building 4 or 5 more this year, and then we'll really launch the product in higher volume next year. Great alternative to the K5 if you're a truck guy rather than an SUV guy. Just a fantastic product. Thank you so much for watching.